Hello, I'm WVUA 7 Chief Meteorologist Wes Wyatt. Looks like a great weekend forecast shaping up for us here in West Alabama. Lots of sunshine and slightly warmer temperatures for us during the afternoon hours. Here's our weekend outlook. Looks like highs in the 90s, lots of sun, just a very nice weekend. And I tell you, by Monday, we're going to be looking for some rain around here. It's been a while since we've had some wet weather. In fact, the ground's getting quite dry around here, and that can also be a big factor in just how cool and how warm it gets, and that may actually allow us to warm up a few degrees as we start off next week. Here's a look at the south and the big feature that sticks out here, Hurricane Ophelia. And notice it's drifting on off towards the northeast now. It's kind of interacting with an upper-level trough, which is swinging across the eastern sections, mainly the northeastern sections of the country right now. And that's actually what pulled Hurricane Nate and also Maria. Nate's now a tropical storm, but both of those features heading out to sea. But looks like Ophelia is going to jog just a bit off to the north, and we're getting a better handle on what's going to happen with this. Looks like high pressure building in after that trough may actually swing the system back into the Carolinas. Now, will it hit North Carolina, South Carolina? It is way too early to be specific on that, but we will know much more throughout the day and even tonight. So be sure to join us tonight at 10 o'clock. We'll let you know what's going to happen there. Of course, our big question is, it going to affect West Alabama in any way? The good news is we're kind of losing that scenario that it could swing across Florida, thankfully. In fact, I think Ophelia is going to actually help keep us drier as we go into next week, believe it or not. Looks like that's going to help pull in that dry flow out of the north, and it is a dry one out there across Alabama. Off to the north, there's a front pushing its way into the Rockies. You can see that feature, strong system slamming into the northwest, but you have that feature, and notice most of the country dry, so a great day for football all across the country, and it looks like if you have big outdoor activities planned, weather's going to be great for you. High pressure ridge in place there. You can see that high center just off to our north and west, and this ridging basically dominates the entire eastern half of the country, and that keeps us very stable. Very nice weather in place for us. There's Ophelia. This is some of the data here based off the global forecast model, and again, it's taking it well on to the north there, but we are thinking it's going to head west once again as we get some ridging to the north, kind of working on that system, and that should help to pull it into the Carolinas here. So that's a possible landfall. We're talking Monday night and Tuesday, that time frame, seeing a landfall with Ophelia. Again, we talked about Nate. There's Nate and Maria moving out of the picture. That system's becoming extratropical, moving well into the northern Atlantic. Both systems about 800 to 1,000 miles to the west of the Azores, and winds now with both systems at tropical storm force down in the 60-mile-per-hour range. And then you can notice as we look what's coming down the road, we have 1, 2, and another tropical wave down there we're keeping an eye on. Also, a wave here across the Gulf of Mexico we'll have to watch. I really don't think that'll be a threat, though. Very dry weather for us again here in West Alabama. And here's a closer look, the overnight update. Winds at 75 with Ophelia. This actually weakened into a tropical storm yesterday, but now it's back up to hurricane strength, and it could even grow stronger. As we learned with Katrina, these tropical systems can gain strength rapidly. We have to always keep our eyes on that, but again, the system's still lingering out there, and we should see that landfall. And as I talked about earlier, as we look ahead, at least at our forecast in the next week, as the system makes landfall, even if it makes landfall in North Carolina, that's going to enhance that dry flow we're dealing with out of the north, so that's going to keep us very stable here in West Alabama. How about the football game? The football forecast tonight, great weather, mostly clear, 6:45 kickoff temperature, around 87 degrees, east-southeast wind at 3 to 6 miles per hour. And if you're going to try to catch the Auburn game, looks like down in Auburn, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as Mississippi State takes on the Tigers at 11:30. Weather should be mostly sunny there with temperatures at about 83 degrees at kickoff time, but very pleasant day all across the state of Alabama, and it looks like over the next 7 days that weather is going to be very nice. Now, we are going to see some fluctuations in the temperatures. Again, as that flow kicks around from the north, temperatures drop a few to a couple of degrees there by Wednesday and Thursday. And Thursday night and Friday night, I wouldn't be surprised to see some upper 50s around here. Certainly something to watch, and possibly by Friday a few afternoon storms well south of us along in South Alabama and along some coastal areas there, so we'll watch that. But not a bad forecast at all. Don't forget, you can hear us on the radio Catfish 102.9 here in West Alabama and read our forecast each day in the Tuscaloosa News. I'm Wes Wyatt in the 7 Weather Center. Have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.